have music playing? No, I gotta get rid of that. Copy video URL. Alerts. What is this? Post market? No. Before market close stream. Before market close stream. I didn't change the title. Oh well. Let me make sure. Okay, let's look at some stuff here. Rigetti. No. We're not looking at Rigetti. Let's go to general chat here. What did he say? Yeah, I can't wait for Trucker Jeff. I'm going to put a picture of Trucker Jeff crashing into Wall Street. It's going to be good. But what am I looking for? Okay, so Jomar 1996. And my computer just froze. Fantastic. Okay, there we go. Alright, so might as well make a video out of this. Alright guys, in this video I'm going to go over some potential November plays. So we're looking ahead. This is October, but let's look ahead. Let's look at what comes in November and any price targets we could set for any particular stock that shows strength in November. So we're going to look at the month of November. This is the November video. We're looking ahead. We're getting ahead of the game here. So let me just grab my computer's taking a massive, I think there's a CPU spike probably. There has to be a CPU spike. Okay, BMNR. Let's start with this list here. If there's any stock you want me to look at, just drop it. Just drop it so I can see it. Okay, BMNR. Whoa, Joey Shaw. Joey Shaw, when you watch this, you're going to be very happy. You're going to be a happy guy. You're going to be very happy. That was a good call because he bought calls on this. So that was a breakout to the upside. Let's look at November. Let's just see what November... there's not enough data. There's not enough data on this to make any kind of call on November. It looks like November, December loves to pump, so... I would say November, if we're going to have to go with price targets, we're going to have to go with... Let me look at the weekly. Let's go to daily. So right now it has to... Yeah, I remember Joey Shaw asking me, hey, should I sell? Because he got scared. He got scared here because there's a lot of resistance here. But I'm like, why would you sell, Joey Shaw? Like that, you would be selling. You would be a fool to sell. You'd be selling a little too early, right? Does that make sense? I get that it's resistance, but I mean, there's so much strength right now with Bitcoin behind it. I think it would be foolish to sell. So Joey Shaw, if you're watching this, definitely hold. Or when you watch this later, definitely hold. BMNR is a hold. It's a hold. Continue to hold. Wait for 70. Because if we break 70, then we go to, I mean, at that point, we go to, it's just going to be 80, 90, 100 at that point. I could see it happening too with the strength behind Bitcoin. So BMNR, those are your targets because there's no really other target to go for. It's 70, and then from there, yeah. It's from there, it's all psychological levels, 80, 90, 100. Because there's nothing else in the past year that could give us like a clue. I mean, this thing has gone to 160. When did that happen? This year? Really? Huh. That's very interesting. I think Joey Shaw might make a lot of money on these. He's a little riskier. He likes to play it riskier. So, I mean, you can follow his alerts if you're in the Discord. And my computer's taking a massive crap again. I might have to do like a reset or something. But yeah, you can see here, Joey Shaw now has his own alerts room. And again, you can mute him if you don't want to, if you only want to follow my alerts. But he has some alerts here, and I think he made like $500 or something. And he made some money on covered calls as well, and bought them back at a profit, I believe. So he's the risky guy. He's the risky crypto guy. So anything risky, and if you want something riskier in the crypto sector, this is the guy to go to. So he's the Joey Shaw alerts. So don't blame me if you lose a lot of money on him, because his entries aren't that great. But so far, he's doing well. This is kind of how he's going to learn, right? He's going to be a really good Discord owner in the future by making a lot of mistakes here. So You know, he's kind of his entries aren't that great. That's all I'm gonna say. But if he's asking me for advice, I mean that means he's still got a long way to learn, a long way to go to be good, a good Discord owner, a good alerts guy. Oh man, I would just drink ginger tea. That was disgusting. Um, yeah. BMNR hold for I would say 70, 80, 90, and 100. And then after 100, at that point, you've made so much money. So buy calls. Probably defer to talk to Joey Shaw. He'll have a better idea as to what kind of calls to buy. Because I'm not really a calls crypto. Crypto's so volatile that when you buy calls, you're taking quite the risk. But I'm bullish on it. That's why I bought MSTR. So let's continue here. What else can we look at for November? We're getting ahead of the game here. Let's look at November. Can. What the hell is Can? I've never heard of Can. Can. Oh, Oh, that's garbage. Holy crap. I don't know. Let me look at the monthly November. How does this perform? This is trash. What the hell? This just keeps dropping. Look at this is the monthly chart. It just keeps going down. I don't even know what to say. Okay, it broke out of the trend. Did it? Yeah. Okay. It broke out of the downtrend finally. Okay. Okay. I see. Let's go to the weekly here. Cup. Oh, there's a cup here. Maybe a handle. I would look for a handle here and then a breakout. Yeah, it would have to break out and go to 178, then $2, then 250. Let me look at the monthly and see how it performs every November. Let's look at November of last year. So November of last year, whoa, look at that candle right there. November of last year, 2024. This is why you want to look at the monthly data. That monthly data will tell you, it'll tell you a lot. So as you can see, November of 2024 was a huge pump here to $2. In October, that's when the run kind of started, and September was just kind of like a sideways. This was all sideways action, but the start of the run was in September, then October, and ended in November before finally dropping like a hotcake. So the only thing that sucks is this thing already started running. So I would say maybe I would look to buy. Let me look at the other November. Let's just make sure. Oh, this November was red, followed by a green December. A lot of red November. Oh man, there's not good data here. I would say. Let me look at the daily. Yeah, I would look to buy the dip at $1 because that's a nice round number. I would look to buy the dip at $1. And then just look to flip it at 1.5. That's 50%, right? Yeah. Look to flip it at 1.5. And then $2 if it breaks above. Kind of like BMNR. If you see it at 1.5 and you see buyers showing up and no sellers, keep holding. There's no reason to sell. I mean, there's a guy in my Discord right now who messaged me. He's from Australia. He rarely talks to me because he's, a whole different time zone. But he messaged me today, like literally just not that long ago. Good morning, mate. Have you been getting any sleep? I'm back on my day shifts. I'm up at 4 a.m. Don't get home till 7 p.m. Haha, I get bigger. I'll sleep too. My portfolio is looking good. Just wondering when should take profit on Mara. He's still holding Mara, by the way. He's holding Mara and he's holding IonQ. So he's up big. Like he's probably made more money than anyone who was flipping. Or continue to hold. Cheers, Cover. And I told him the same thing. Sellers aren't showing up for Quantum. Mara's looking like it's going to break above 20 and go to 25. So there's no reason for him to. Why would I tell him to sell? He'd be selling. I'd be doing him I'd be a bad Discord owner, first of all, and I'd be doing him a disservice by telling him to sell now. Hell no. Continue to hold. Hold is just getting started. Hope you're doing well, buddy. I never get good sleep. 7 to 8 hours. My butt. LOL. And thank you for telling me to hold IonQ. I would have sold for sure. Yeah. He asked me like, hey, should I sell IonQ? I think it was like $40 or something. And I'm like, you know what? It's Quantum. It's going to get a hype cycle. I think it's going to go, to 80 plus. And I mean, it's at what, 70s? If it goes to 100, this guy's going to be very happy. Unfortunately, he spends it on alcohol. I would have sold for sure. I was holding it for so long and it's gone crazy. Haha, you the man. Haha, Scotch is my... Yeah, see, Scotch is a sleeping aid. A lot of alcoholics that are older, it seems. Jeff, the trucker Jeff, he's also an alcoholic that uses... Tito's liquor to go to sleep. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe Gen X has worked a little too long, too hard, and they need to, alcohol as a sleeping aid. But Glad you are succeeding. I say keep holding. Sellers are here. They're not here. They're just not here, man. And as you can see, he like this guy's like, yay, thank you so much, and then he just disappears. So I mean, he's gonna be very happy. Let's continue here. I forgot what the point of the lesson was. BM and R gonna go burr. I agree. I agree with that, Eagle. Sebastian might be one to add to a watch list. Diversify. Have a Canadian one to swing trade. Joma Rivera, don't try to clown me, dog. Okay, let's continue here. What is this? Rich Tech Robotics, RR. Seb, look in the chat. Where have you been, Seb? Seb has been probably smoking weed, because that's all he does. Oh, Rich Tech Robotics? You're going to have to wait for this to drop. I wouldn't buy this at all. Let me look at the weekly. There shouldn't be any sell targets. Honestly, if you're still holding this, Jomar, just hold it. Like, if you're, or you can just ride free shares. It's up to you. This is AI is the future, man. Robotics is the future. This is one where you can just buy and hold for years, and you're just going to make more and more money as it piles up percentage-wise. So, RR, great long-term hold. If you're looking to swing trade it, though, I would at least wait for it to come down. Wherever. I don't know where it's going to find support, but $5, I would imagine it's going to be support because it's a nice round number. And we have a nearby support level here. That one you're going to have to wait for. Let me look at the monthly, though. So this thing does the same thing as SoundHound. Sideways action, nobody wants it, then boom. Sideways action, boom. Let me look at November. Where's November? August, September, November. Yeah, look at that. November and December, huge pumps. This one's already pumping before that. So we don't have much data here because this hasn't been around long. So I would just wait for it to buy dips. But it's a great long-term hold. Like, it's going to be very difficult to lose on this one. So yeah, RR, just, if you want to be like the Australian guy, literally just like kind of like with IonQ and with, he's still holding Mora. That guy has more balls than me, that's for sure. Maybe the alcohol helps, but as a sleeping aid apparently. But man, everyone does drugs. What is this? Everyone's either an alcoholic or they smoke a lot of weed. Any normal people out there? Okay, jokes aside. RR, great long-term hold. I believe this will see 25, like SoundHound will see 25. It's just one of those stocks that you got to give it time. Like, if you wait a year, you'll make a lot, but please wait for it to come down. That's all I'm going to say with regards to RR. Been around the back of the bus shelter with his false teeth out. Okay, bet I'm up like 50% on all of them stocks. Yeah, we were buying all these like cheap. There's so many people who want to chase them, and I'm like, what is wrong with you? And there's no reason to sell. Like RR stock, I wouldn't sell just yet because it's just one red day. Too many people get scared by one red day. IonQ, definitely not a sell. Continue to hold. Let's see what else. With some mango hard seltzer in other hand. What am I? What's next? Okay, let me look at Hond. Oh, isn't that one the one that's getting pumped by who's pumping it? Yeah, I'll never understand people who want to chase. Like I was alerting RR at like under $2, and I was alerting RGTI at 10. If you guys remember, like IonQ under 30, like it's ridiculous. Hond, I think this one's being pump and dumped by who is it? Zip Trader U. So I kind of don't like to play others. I don't like to play stocks that other channels talk about. I kind of like to do my own thing. So I know the setup and the reason for this moving. But it's one of those stocks that you just want to play the momentum. So if you're buying this, I mean, good luck. Good luck. I mean, I'm really not an expert at merger plays. I'm really more of my signal, right? What's my signal? Purple line. I buy a purple line, then it runs huge. Cool. Like, so I can't really comment on this one, Jomar. MSTR, 400%. Yeah, I'm aiming for 400, but if you want more, let me see. Well, it's really going to depend on Bitcoin. It's really going to be dependent on Bitcoin. Let me look at Bitcoin. Yeah, it's going to be dependent. Oh, Bitcoin is already breaking out. Look at this. Look at these moves. Look at these moves here. I got NyQuil. APLD to the stars. Yeah, Bitcoin likes to move here. Let's say move from 82 to 124, so 40K. Yeah, Bitcoin should see a 40K move from low to high. So this is the low at 108. It should see 150K. That's everyone's prediction. It would make sense because that's kind of the pattern. It loves to find a bottom, then move 40K, 50K. So I think this sees 150K. That should bring MSTR above 400. So Jomar, I would say these are a lot of good plays. I just can't comment on Hond. I just don't know anything about merger plays. I'm not an expert at that. Never tried. Don't really care because I'm focused on this. But the thing about MSTR is that there's an ascending triangle on the monthly time frame. So that's why I've been buying, and eventually it's going to break out, and we'll see this at like 400, 450, then 500. So very bullish on it. So those are your levels: 400, 450, 500. We still got a month here, and then next month. So those are your levels. This is why I've been buying. I haven't sold. I mean, I'm a little bit in the red maybe. I don't care. There's no reason to be scared. I don't know. I don't know why people get scared so easily on a red day. Like you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green days in. You get scared on one red day where you would expect selling pressure at the purple line because that purple line acts as resistance. And once it gets above it, it's going to act as support. So there you go. NVTS. Man, dude, this guy's basically asking about the good ones. Okay, NVTS. See, the problem with NVTS, if you're holding, you're fine. I already sold and took my profit, right? Because that's one hell of a trading range. That's a good trading range. You buy down here, you sell it up here, you make like 20 to 40%. It's incredible. But if you're holding, I would say 10, 12, 50, and 15. I've seen this with APOD when it broke out above 10. I've seen it with SoundHound. I've seen it with the Quantum Stocks RGTI back when it was under 10. What happened? A lot of those just broke above 10, then went to 12, 50, 15, and then, it just continued from there. So it's really about psychological levels at that point because you really don't have, oh, wow, you do have some history back here. Let's see. Yeah, so yeah, it makes sense. 15 here, then 17, and then 20s. So there you go. It's even better. You can see very clear levels from the past. So those are your levels, my friend. This is a good one, I think, also long term. I think we're going to see a lot of stocks that are under 10 do the Rigetti thing, and it's just going to go above 10, 12, 15, and so on. My artist just messaged me. Let me respond to him, but let's look at BBAI. BBAI is the exact same thing. Breaking out, no reason to sell, continue to hold. This is starting to look like maybe it's going to, inside a little ascending triangle, maybe we'll see what happens. But if this breaks 8, which I believe it will, it'll go to 10 and then 1250 and so on. See, 10, like it's just, I don't know. It's just, those are very obvious, clear levels because humans love round numbers. 10, then 1250, and then, 15 to 16. So it's kind of, like I said, keep it simple. Keep it simple. Let's continue here. CLSK. Whoa, what am I doing? CLSK, is that I typed it wrong. I'm up 25% on that MVTS. Yeah, keep holding, man. That was like this is it's awesome when you're the one buying when it's cheap and everyone else is like chasing it up for you, pushing it up higher. CLSK. If you're holding this, I mean, again, where are the buyers? They're showing up over and over again. Sellers nowhere to be found. Sellers have had so much opportunity to push it down. They just don't. So no reason to sell. Continue to hold. Price target of 20. And then same thing like Riot, 20 and then 25. Look at that. 20 and then 25. Then 30 if it does hold above 25. So those are just very clear levels. They're just, humans really like those round numbers. They like round things for some reason. Someone make a joke. I sent the liner, please check if all correct. I add dialogue, then send the PSD, then check it's the correct one. Alright, I'm live streaming, so I can't right now, but okay, what's the other one? NVT, I already talked about that one. Baba hasn't the one, I think that one's already moved. I had my eyes on it, but I was like, I'd rather buy these other ones that are smaller in share price and can move a lot more percentage-wise. Yeah, Baba. I don't really know anything about this to comment. I'd be lying to you if I don't know. I don't know anything about this one. Is that a huge cup and handle though? That's a cup. That's a handle. It's a little handle. That's a huge cup forming. Let's look at the quarterly. Yeah, that's just a massive cup. Huh. Yeah, the next level would be 200, and then let's look at the monthly. Yeah, 200, then followed by 250, then 300. So, like I said, it's like people just love those round numbers. I can even mark it here, 206, but it's volatile, so 200, 200, 245, 250, and then 300. Those would be your levels, but I kind of like this cup here that's forming. On the quarterly, it's a cup. So I wonder where the handle's going to form, or is it just going to continue to form that cup all the way to 250? I don't know. That's an interesting one. I don't know enough about it to comment, but those are your levels if you are holding. Again, I'm focused on what levels you want to sell at. Never get scared from one red day. That's another thing. Because a lot of people screw themselves over. Like, you could have made more and you sold too early because of one red day. And meanwhile, the Australian guy, he just messaged me like, hey, I'm up a lot on IonQ. Thanks for telling me to hold. If I had told him to sell, like I said, it would have been, I'm just a bad person at that point. So, Australian guy wakes up, drinks, goes to sleep, drinks, and now he's up a ton. So, is this a cup and handle right here? That looks like a little cup here. We would expect this to break out and go higher. Wow, I remember, who was it? Was it Wave Master? Wave Master, I think, is the one who told, who was it? Or was it play at your own risk? I forgot who it was, but someone told me, hey, is BetF a buy? And I'm like, I'm holding Mara, and then Mara disappointed. But this one did move 177%, and I think it could still continue. So, cup handle, we would break out above 360, and we would aim for 5 at that point. Let me go in the past here. Yeah, so we break above that, we go to 4, and then let's look at what other big levels. Yeah, 5, 6, 9. So yeah, it's kind of like the same round numbers every time. Funny enough. So there you go, guys. Let me just go through the watch list. I appreciate you checking them out. Learn from the best dogs. Shout out to Jomar Rivera. Jomar Rivera? I thought you were, I didn't know that was you. And I thought you were like some other guy. I was like, who's this guy? I've never seen him. Oh, he's actually a Discord member. Mara Stock, look at that. Look at Mara Stock. Dude, you know Trucker Jeff is pissed right now. You know he's looking at this and he's like, I sold and now I bought TSSI, and TSSI is what? It's just going sideways today. So he's definitely upset. And Sybil isn't going anywhere either. Those are going to be a while. So you know Trucker Jeff is like, man, next time I'm just going to hold. But he gets impatient. So he's still learning. He's still learning. He gets impatient still. Because Trucker Jeff, he's like 60 years old. He wants to get out of truckering. He wants to get out of driving a truck every day. He uses alcohol as a sleep aid too. I don't know what is it with these old people and needing alcohol as sleep aids. Tito's and freaking the Tito's of all things. I like Tito's too, but not as a sleep aid. Netflix finding support here. Like I said, I think it's an overreaction. Every time it touches the purple line, it's a buy. Again, I'm just going to wait for the reversal. This is a massive discount from highs. People need to be entertained. That is all there is to it. Meta. I'm gonna buy a leap on this one tomorrow, or should I buy it today? I think I'll wait for tomorrow. QQQ. Microsoft calls just went crazy if you held them. I think I took, what, 50, 60 bucks? I don't remember. I'm not greedy with my calls. The whole point is to get in and buy it and take the money and run with it. Let's see. Tesla, Coinbase. Tesla, it's at a very important level here. If it doesn't hold 400 and if it doesn't hold 400s, it's just gonna come right back down to the average, so like around 300. This one's volatile. This one you always, like I said this before, this is so easy. Always buy under the purple line. Nobody wants Tesla under the purple line, and then now everyone wants it at 450 plus. It's ridiculous. So I'd just be careful, because every time we come up here to 400s, we get pushed down. Like here, we touched 400, got pushed all the way down to 100. Here we touched 488, came all the way down to 218, all the way to where it's at right now, 466. So yeah, not a buy. Definitely not a buy. But if it breaks 488, definitely going to 500 plus. Coinbase, Nah, I'm not interested in that. MSTR finding support at the purple line. Adobe looks like it wants to break down. Maybe some good puts there, elite puts. But I'm not a put kind of guy. I'm not a short person. I don't like to short. Not my style. Just go long. Google, if it breaks above 256, maybe some leaps there, and just flip it for nice 50-100. Again, those add up. Those $100, they add up. Amazon finding. So I think who was it? Was it I think it was Joey Shaw. I think he bought a leap here. I think he's barely in the green now, though, because he bought it yesterday. But I wanted to see if buyers actually showed up again. This almost looks like a triple bottom. I'm not sure. Let me check the 4-hour. See what's going on here. Is that a triple bottom? 1, 2, might be. I don't know. But I think calls on this as well tomorrow. AMD. Yeah, AMD, nothing happened with that. It just tanked. NVIDIA finding support. Palantir looks like it's going to drop lower, so I would just wait because that one is volatile. When this thing comes down, oh boy, it can drop like from 190 to 150. It can drop $40. So I'm kind of hesitant to buy calls here. I just bought one and flipped it because I'm like, I just don't like where we're at here. We're at near a high, and it's dropped here very badly. So I just don't want to get caught, right? You don't want to buy a leap here and then you get caught and it drops like a whole $40 to $60, right back to the purple line. That would suck. So I'm just gonna wait for Palantir to drop a little more. Robinhood, nope. Quantum stock still running. IonQ, again, like I was telling the Australian guy, no reason to sell. No reason to sell. MP? No, I don't care for MP. ASTS is a buy at the purple line, but that's about it. Honestly, I don't... Yeah, Rigetti, no reason to sell it. Keep holding. ARGB, we bought that. Bitcoin... Ethereum. Oh, Ethereum is getting ready to break out above 36. If that breaks out, maybe I'll buy 2 calls and flip it. Just take advantage of the momentum, really, is what we're doing there. If you take advantage of the momentum at the right time, you make $50 over and over again. Eventually, you do lose, but you'll lose so whatever. You would have made so much at that point that the one loss doesn't mean anything. Because it's a high win rate strat if you know what you're doing. It's a low win rate strat if you don't know what you're doing and when you're supposed to buy the calls, more than anything. And as long as you're buying leaps, you know how some people are. They want to buy, 1 week to expiration, hope it everything goes to the moon. Oscar stock, is this the healthcare? I don't care for healthcare, quite frankly, but let me look at the weekly. Oh, okay. So if this breaks and holds above 23, I mean, we're going back to 25 and 30. So that's something to keep an eye on if anyone's interested in that one, playing the momentum to the upside. Riot stock, I think that one's going to 25 then 30. So Mara pretty much going to follow. Soundhound is just struggling to go higher here. It just keeps getting pushed down here. Sellers are showing up on this one. Keeps getting pushed down to 20, so I'd rather just not for me, but I think it was Joey Shaw who bought calls or something, or did he buy a leap? Something like that. He's crazy, man. Be careful, because sometimes he alerts leaps at what could be a top. So just be careful with that guy's alerts. TSSI, I loaded 25 shares just to start, but I'm gonna, if it doesn't, I'm waiting for the purple line. If it touches the purple line, it's gonna find support like it always does. So I'm gonna buy there like 300 shares. So that's the play there. We just got to wait for it. CLSK, like any other miner, it's just about buying and holding it. But if you're in it, wait for 20, 25, and 30. Like it's the same psychological levels. Path, that was pump and dumped, I believe, by Zip Trader U. Rivian, don't care for any of these. So yeah, not much happened this day. It was just kind of eh. There's some good ones. There's some stocks that are just kind of they're just gonna go down. Finding tops. AIMD already ran. Org T, DT. Nah, I don't care for any of these. Yeah, I think Sybil. Yeah, that one is should come down to 004s. So I'm just gonna add more. I don't care. This is one of those stocks where it's just gonna go sideways and then boom, it's gonna explode on a catalyst. So that's a different kind of play, right? Like we're not really playing the technos. We don't care for the technicals. We're not even playing the purple line. The purple line doesn't matter. What matters is this stock this company doesn't communicate, but when it does, it runs and it moves 004 at a time. So even if it comes down to 003, all it takes is that catalyst to send it to 007. You can take your profit and move on. Bitcoin holding up well, and I don't know anything about Dro, but I just been watching it go higher and higher, but I don't know anything about it. I don't know. I don't know nothing about it. Check out Deft. Oh yeah, it's under the purple line. Is it going up on the yearly? Is it? It's right at support. Yeah, it's right at support. Didn't I talk about this one already? Yeah, this is the only problem is this a descending triangle? Or is that a wedge? I don't know. If it breaks out of the downtrend, then I would say it's a buy. Because if you buy right now, you're kind of betting that it breaks the downtrend. But if it breaks the downtrend, then you already know like sellers are finished. Like here it broke the downtrend, right? And sellers were finished. You bought here or here, and then it ran right from 266 to 495. So it's kind of repeating the same. It kind of just repeats that, huh? Interesting. Okay, it has a repeating pattern here. And you know what's funny? Each time it does this, it gets more and more volatile. As you can see, look at that. Just by measuring it from low to high. So that's an interesting play. I would give it a buy, but you better have a stop loss because the day it tanks I'm sure it'll drop to $1. But it's not a bad play. I like the pattern I'm seeing here. I like it. Let me add that to my watch list. Alright guys, that's it. I don't want to make another 1 hour of me talking. Just wanted to keep it short and sweet. Plenty of plays out there. I will see you in the next one.